Oh my god! Wait, what? That's insane.
60 seconds, like Astra's Gravity Well and Nova Pulse.
60 seconds? That is a phenomenal change. That is a good bro.
Yeah, some of that side hit kind of looks different than what
you
you're
mean?
used to right now. So we're making a ton of changes with the launch of Act 6 and patch 1108. We see each year of Valorant kind of like a journey. You adapt to new metas and achieve new things. So throughout the year, we monitor and course correct, but sometimes there's larger directional shifts that we need to take, and this is when we do it.
We think these changes
Is that wall a little bit shorter?
will force players to think
On Twitter, there's more info on
intentionally
everything.
about when and how they use the utility to take a site on
Wait, hold on a second. Smoke time up?
attack or to play for retakes on defense.
In those high intensity moments, things have changed for the better. Players will find that they can rely on their gunplay more in these situations, and when abilities are impacting combat, you're going to find more opportunities to outplay your opponents.
Let's take it back to the split A-side clip so we can take a deeper dive into what we just saw.
Vice, as well as some of our other Sentinels, have been adjusted to encourage more active commitments to holding a site from attackers. Sentinels will need to think a little bit more carefully about when and where they play off their own utility.
On the other side of the equation, we're reducing the size of some
Oh, wait. Hold on a second here. Check YouTube short. They uploaded 4 for each role. Oh, really?
site-wide ultimates.
Well, on
and
YouTube Shorts?
also increasing the distance where you can see when
Holy shit. 2.5 to 5? So that's double the distance for a near sight.
you're actually hit by a near sight debuff.
Yeah.
We're also tuning our
I think it's
rifle
kinda
sprays
fire.
to make them a bit more predictable when spraying and transferring target to target.
And you
Wait, well, hold on. Did I just hear that correctly? Wait.
Tuning our rifle sprays to make them a bit more predictable when spraying and transferring
Wait, is spraying back? Wait, spraying is becoming more... What?
target to target.
And you won't spend as much time blind or concussed when you're hit by debuff abilities, so if you need to act quickly before your window of opportunity is closed. Last but not least, we're updating a couple of our maps. Let's start with Abyss. We're changing the cover on
It's beautiful. Oh, I haven't even played it yet, but I haven't even played it yet or seen any gameplay on it yet, but it already looks better. You can actually play on site. And there's like a actual post plant, not just like off the site. Bro, the only spot that you could play before is like here. That's the only spot you could play. Now you can go here. Is that a little spot there, under Balk? Bro, wait, it's actually good. Holy shit.
B site to make planning for B main riskier and make playing on the site better for both sides of spike diffuse situations.
Ooh.
We think the extra cover gives defenders a better setup to hold and also provides safer options for attackers.
Yeah, I haven't played it yet, but like any change
changes
is a good change. I haven't played it yet, but it actually looks good.
Attackers in the post play. We're also making some adjustments to mid that'll provide more
Bro.
options to team who want to fight around.
Oh my god, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. You can wait, mid control is actually kind of actually kind of useful now. This is good.
To team who want to fight around that side of the map.
And we're shaking up Pearl with some changes to B site.
Wait. Did anything happen?
Shaking up Pearl with
Oh.
some changes to B site, specifically aimed at B long post plant holds to give you more options.
Oh my god.
We want to encourage
It's
players
beautiful.
to take fights closer to the spike and put their bodies in the line a bit more.
They're cooking.
And that's everything for maps.
They're cooking. Wait, wait, hold on. Let them cook.
Major changes are coming to agents, weapons, and maps in patch 11.08, and here's why. We're bringing Valorant closer to our long-term vision for the game and giving room for players to continue help evolving it. This includes changes to gunplay, near sight vision range.
Whoa. Wait, did you just see that spray?
Changes to gunplay.
It didn't. Whoa, wait, it's not swaying.
Near
Did you see that? Wait, the spray is insane. The near sight I do like a lot.
site-wide ultimates, concussed durations, combat stims, and rechargeable ability cooldowns.
There are a couple main areas we focused on. Number one, this is a tactical game. We want the back and forth between teams to feel intentional and strategic. So by scaling back the frequency of some of our abilities, we're putting more emphasis on the importance of them in a game plan. Giving and taking space on maps will be more challenging, but also more rewarding, hinging on windows of opportunity that teams create. Will abilities still be strong enough to secure you around? Of course, but you'll have to make the most of them.
Our second focus, the gunplay master curve and weapon balance. We love that you've mastered agents to perfection. We want your investment into perfecting different styles of gunplay to be just as rewarding. When the odds are stacked against you, we want your gunplay to give you a stronger fighting chance, even an edge.
I mean,
Lastly,
I
we're
am
always finding
infatuated.
opportunities to freshen up maps after watching your play patterns develop. So we're rolling out map changes starting
Oh.
with the Pearl.
We're making
Oh,
all
it's
these
beautiful.
balance updates around this time of year, so you have
Where's Icebox? Where the fuck is Icebox though?
changes
It's good.
that are coming
It's good. It's good. I agree with everything so far.
Here's what's changing with controllers. We want additional utility outside of vision blocking from controllers to feel in line with similar abilities across the roster. We're implementing some universal standardizations across all agents, like being able to see.
I will say though, one thing with Omen, because I coming in as an Omen player, I do think the Paranoia was an S tier ability. And then the character in itself, you had like so much in your kit. I mean, this change is actually kind of crazy in my opinion.
Further, while
Because
we're
like
excited-
one thing that people do, like for example, like on retakes and stuff, is just throw the Paranoia and then you have like a dive duelist just run in. And because the near sight is so like tiny, this is a crazy change. I didn't even think about doing this.
There's a uniform concuss time for most stuns, including Astra's Nova Pulse. And the fragile duration from her pull, Gravity Well, will also
Oh my god.
be shorter. There's a general increase in ability cooldown times for rechargeable abilities, with many going to 60 seconds like Astra's Gravity Well and Nova Pulse.
60
For Astra and Omen
seconds?
Smokes, the cooldowns will also be increasing, but not all the way to 60 seconds. Aside from the universal standardization, Omen's Paranoia is getting tweaked to have a smaller area of impact and a faster.
Wait. And a faster.
You'll need to take more space to get
Oh,
stims have been
and
proven to be effective in turning
the
major
Asher
fights.
utility
Some
being
of our
60
backend
seconds?
changes and patch
That's
notes.
pretty insane.
We'll be tuning them down just
I don't.
slightly. There's a uniform concuss time for most stuns.
They said
including
60
Astra's
seconds?
Nova
That's insane.
Pulse and
What was it before? Was it like 30?
Gravity Well and Nova Pulse. For Astra
But,
and Omen
I mean, I'm down for
cooldowns
all of
will
it.
also be increasing, but not all the way to 60 seconds. Paranoia near sight is getting tweaked to have a smaller area of impact
Okay. I mean, I think that's actually pretty good. I think that's pretty good.
and a faster travel time.
A faster travel time? Oh, so this is redistribution of power, really. Well, obviously, the near sight distance, that's a nerf. But if you're decreasing the size but increasing how fast it flies, that's a redistribution of power. And
You'll need to take
that thing,
more space.
wow, that's
Space back.
fast. Holy shit, that's fast. That's a faster travel time is good.
We're making some changes to initiators across the board.
Initiator ability should be strong at setting up combat, but we want them to be tighter in timing and precision and have more counterplay options.
Starting off with standardization changes that will apply to agents from all roles. We have an increase to what you can see when nearsighted. So,
I actually like this, bro. The fade was fucking okay. Fade was low key broken, bro. Fade was actually low key broken. If you were stuck in a corner and then the fade had full kit and was just chucking util at you, you were fucked. You were actually fucked and there was nothing you could do. Bro, when the Prowler hit you, you're just instant dead.
we're also standardizing most stuns to last the same amount of time for non-ultimate abilities. We want it to be easier for you to translate your muscle memory between different abilities. You'll see this with Breach's stun and Wingman. There's also a global change to combat stims, which will be more uniform for the same reasons. When you pop KO's ult, shooting will be similar to when you're standing in Brim stim beacon or fighting while Reyna has his Empress active. Finally,
Oh, nice.
many rechargeable abilities like Sova's Recon Bolt, Fade's Haunt, KO's Zero Point, and Breach's Fault Line now have a 60-second quick.
Oh my god! Wait, what? That's insane.
Down.
Wait, what was it before? Was it also 45? Bro. What?
Because we want you to be more strategic and intentional between each use. We're evening out the duration of flashes, like KOs and Breaches. They'll now blind for a uniform 2.25 seconds, just like a full power guiding light.
Wait! And initiator util. Wait. Well, hold on a second here. Wait, they cooked.
Flash from Sky. Just like the universal cooldown changes, Gecko's cooldown after reclaiming his buddies is also longer. Wingman and Thrash will also be easier to fight against with lower HP.
Okay, so wait, with each of it went by 20 HP down?
This was done to compensate for some of the power loss flash initiators had compared to our recon initiators. Breach will now be able to kick off the action faster, with a quicker windup time on his stun and less points needed for his ult. But the ult will have to be used more wisely, as it'll cover smaller areas
Dude.
and targets for less time. Fade's ult will be receiving the same treatment, and her eye will stay in world for less time. For more information about why we're making these changes, come.
Dude, these are... Oh my god.
Here's what you need to know about the Sentinel role changes in Act 6. When thinking about the balance of the agent ecosystem for Sentinels, just like how we're adjusting aggressive utility, we also want to make sure that defensive utility is up to our counterplay standard. We've decreased the health of our Razor Vines.
I think that's fine.
Steel Garden will cover less space and take longer to activate.
Yeah, that makes sense.
With cooldown changes across the other roles, most Sentinel
I mean, the Vice would literally just press the button and then everyone's forced to use a pistol. I don't think the Vice change was... I don't think Vice ult was that good, though, in my opinion. Because, like, anytime I see a Vice in play, instead of buying a Shorty, I just buy a Sheriff.
Cooldown on signature abilities will also be increasing once destroyed.
Once destroyed?
Space is still a key part of the Sentinels kit, like Sage's Barrier Orb and Deadlock's Cable Jam. We like how these abilities change the terrain, but found their help to be spending too many of your precious bullets. But while they'll be weaker to break once fortified,
I fuck
they're
with
also
it.
reducing their cost, lessening their burden on your economy. Info gathering plays a huge role in a Sentinels kit, but counterplay can sometimes feel difficult without the proper team composition and strategy. To address this, Vice's Flash Arc Rose no longer plays a hit confirm sound
This actually...
when flashing an enemy. We're also...
Wow, oh my god. Hold on a second there. It doesn't play a hit sound when flashing people? Holy fuck.
adjusting Killjoy's alarm bot health and slowing down
That's insane.
how fast her turret reactivates when Killjoy re-enters its range, so that there are more timing
Oh!
opportunities for setup. But if you don't time it properly, you'll be punished by a turret that slows you down more than before.
Wait, the turret slows more? So you...
Cypher, we've made his trapwires less punishing, so it now only slows you instead of concusses. And you will also no longer be revealed during the windup before it activates. But now, the windup is shorter.
Wait, but what? What? Did they just say no wall hacks on the Cypher trip?
Deadlock's sound sensor concuss duration will be
Yo, low key?
lower to meet the new standard. For more information about why we're making these changes, watch our overview.
Okay, that's actually RIP Cypher right there.
Here's
That's
what you need
actually
to know about the Sentinel role.
that's actually RIP Cypher. What? Okay, wait. There is wall hacks just not early on. Wait, what do you
When
mean?
thinking about the balance of the agent ecosystem for Sentinels, just like
But honestly, I do think I don't know how I feel about the Vice change. Because the Flash in itself, like, it was kind of fucked up how Vice has like an info gathering tool that's also a flashbang. So that's like one portion of my thinking, but at the same time, I don't necessarily think Vice was that hard to play against in recent times.
so that there are more timing opportunities against her setup. But if you don't time it properly, you'll be punished by a turret that slows you down more than before. As for Cypher, we've made his trapwires less punishing, so it now only slows you
So it only slows you.
instead of concusses.
Yep.
And you will also no longer be revealed during the windup before it activates. But now, the windup is shorter.
Oh yeah. Honestly, I like the I like the Cypher change, but that's because I'm also a player that likes to entry.
Here's what's changing with duelists. Utility durations, distances, and other aspects of duelist kits are being tuned, and for the most part, they're being dialed back. Whether it's tighter ultimates or
I like that.
shorter debuffs, it's up to you to come up with a plan for seizing the moment, and be smart about your positioning and timing. We've lined up most concuss durations for non-ultimates to be 2.5 seconds this patch. This includes Neon's relay bolt. Combat stims have also been standardized. You may notice that reloading, firing, and drawing are slower, and the spread recovers less. And for Yoru, we're lowering the health on gate crash. When activated, there will be a sound effect from Yoru's position, whether he actually teleported or...
What? Wait, hold on a second. This is good. That is good.
And his TP is now the only ability that Yoru can use in his ultimate.
Oh my god. Whoa. What? What? Wait, so you cannot flash or use your clone in your ult anymore? What? Okay. That is pretty nuts. So then his ult actually functions like a drone, but it's a drone in which you can still split the site from a weird ass spot.
Yoru's maximum flash duration has also been dialed back a bit, both
I actually agree with that.
from blind side.
This character has been overtuned. This character has been overtuned for a long period of time.
Next step, Neon will be able to run for longer, but her fuel will recharge slower. For our
I think
newest
that's good.
duelists, Waylay and ISO. Being hit by Waylay's ability will hinder players for a shorter duration.
Forcing is 3.
Both Waylay and ISO will have a smaller area of effect for their ultimates.
But does it hit faster?
Waylay's ultimate will have a faster windup time and decrease
I like this. I actually like this a lot.
movement speed buff. Enemies hit by Waylay's ultimate will be slowed for 6 seconds instead of 7.
Okay, that
For
shit
more
lasted
information
forever.
about why we're making these changes,
Gunplay should feel more rewarding in Valorant. You spend hours training your aim, sharpening your crosshair placement, and more. We want for that time to pay off in-game. We're taking a look at all the rifles. We're looking to adjust
Wait.
protected bullets, also known as those first few bullets that are the most consistent. Now giving you a bit more assurance that your shots will be more predictable on all rifles except the Guardian. Also, the spray for the rifles will change slightly, allowing you to control the spray more than you could previously.
That is a W change. That is a W change. So wait, for people that spray, holy shit, that is fucking good. That is a phenomenal change. That is a good bro. I actually dislike the fact that bursting and tapping felt like the only possible way you could play the game. Oh my
We want
god.
both SMGs to still feel like a valuable purchase, so we're making changes to the Spectre, making the tap fire and spray easier to control and utilize. As for the Stinger, we're lightly touching the spray, which will now kick in sooner.
Okay, the stinger was broken. I did say this. The stinger has been broken for far too long as well. Bro, this gun was a fucking rifle.
But the recoil will still feel like it does in the current patch. For more information about why we're making these changes, watch our overview video.
That was it. Wow. I think they cooked. So far, though, from what I've seen from this change is you can't just donate utility anymore. You'll actually feel like you get punished for just throwing pointless utility. If you do throw utility, you're going to have to capitalize off it faster. And layering util should still be pretty fucking strong. By doing this, you're starting to increase the skill expression that you can show within the game. You actually have to be conscious of what decisions you make, what utility you throw, what kind of space you take with your utility, how you want to take a site. Bro, you actually have to think about this stuff now. And so there's actually solid skill expression, I think. Because the one thing that was like kind of frustrating in Valorant, I think, is sometimes it feels like the ceiling is too low sometimes. And it feels like you can't become better than like a standard player, you know? It's like, especially from like a utility point. It's really hard because you just press a button. Anytime you press a button, if it didn't work, guess what? Your button comes back shortly. Pro. What the fuck are you doing, kind of? What is this? What is this? What did you send in my chat? What?